A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events, former President Donald Trump has filed a defamation lawsuit against the BBC, igniting a firestorm of controversy and debate over media accountability and freedom of speech. The lawsuit, filed in the Southern District of Florida, centers around a BBC Panorama documentary titled Trump, A Second Chance, which aired just a week before the 2024 presidential election. Trump's legal team claims that the documentary misrepresented his words and actions surrounding the January 6th Capitol insurrection, accusing the BBC of deliberately splicing together clips of his speech to create a misleading narrative. Trump's complaint details how the BBC allegedly omitted key statements from his speech, including his calls for peace, while presenting a distorted view of his intentions during the events leading up to the Capitol riots. The lawsuit seeks a staggering $10 billion in damages, with $5 billion allocated for each of the two counts filed: defamation and violation of Florida trade practices law. Legal experts are weighing in on the potential implications of this case, which could set a precedent for how media outlets report on public figures, particularly in the politically charged environment leading up to elections. Trump's attorneys argue that the edits made by the BBC were not mere errors, but rather a calculated effort to mislead viewers and influence the electoral process. Critics of the documentary assert that it paints Trump as inciting violence, a portrayal that has drawn ire from his supporters and legal team alike. Trump's spokesperson has stated that the BBC has a long pattern of deceiving its audience regarding the former president, claiming that the network's editorial decisions are driven by a leftist agenda. The BBC, on the other hand, has pledged to defend itself vigorously against these allegations, asserting that it stands by its reporting. This lawsuit comes on the heels of a previous apology issued by the BBC to Trump regarding the same documentary, although the network declined to offer any financial compensation. The apology did little to quell the former president's outrage, as he has since threatened legal action unless the BBC retracts its statements and compensates him for the perceived damages. As the legal battle unfolds, questions arise about the broader implications for journalistic integrity and the limits of free speech. Will this case lead to a chilling effect on media reporting, or will it serve as a necessary check on journalistic practices? The outcome remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: this legal confrontation is poised to captivate audiences on both sides of the Atlantic. In the court of public opinion, reactions have been mixed. Some view Trump's lawsuit as a legitimate challenge to media bias, while others perceive it as an attempt to silence dissenting voices. The BBC's handling of the situation will be scrutinized closely, and many are eager to see how the case will progress through the legal system. As the drama continues to unfold, it is crucial to consider the ethical responsibilities of media organizations. The BBC has long prided itself on its commitment to impartiality and accuracy, but this incident raises important questions about accountability and transparency in journalism. Will the BBC be able to defend its editorial choices in court, or will it be forced to reckon with the consequences of its reporting? In a landscape where misinformation is rampant and trust in media is at an all-time low, this case highlights the delicate balance between freedom of expression and the need for responsible reporting. As both sides prepare for what could be a lengthy legal battle, the stakes have never been higher for the future of journalism and political discourse. The world will be watching as this case unfolds, eager to see how it will shape the relationship between public figures and the media that covers them. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.